y'all? Welcome to another episode of The Lab. Today we're with my boy KEDAR Davis, the same name as high school, class of 2022, aka Mr. Charge. My boy KEDAR. Welcome to The Lab, man. So you already know, man, how this go, man. We're gonna start off by basically getting into this journey at what age you pick to the ball. You know what I mean? Take us from there. But before we even go there, I personally first seen KEDAR play his 7th grade year, MIT, big tournament down south in Maryland. And he put on a show, the whole joint. But we get back to that. So boom, bro, take us to the to your the first time you picked the ball.
I started playing ball like in 4th grade.
Okay.
I was in gym class, picked up the basketball.
Okay.
I realized I was able to put the ball in the basket easier than my other classmates. So I was like, why not let me grow in this? Started working in the summertime.
Right.
Trying to work on layups, work on shots that I see people doing in the NBA and stuff.
Right.
Then came my 6th grade year in middle school. I was in the hallway walking to class, and Coach RAYMONDS saw me, asked if I played ball. And then I said, yeah, knowing that I wasn't nice and all, but
shout out Coach Dame.
I had to, show up real quick. Went to tryouts, wasn't nice, wasn't making layups that much, couldn't dribble, had to stay a day one time with Coach RAYMONDS in the gym, like 7 o'clock, like 3 p.m. working out, trying to get my body right, trying to get better. And like ever since that mindset stuck with me, like, the more work you put in is the effort you're going to get out. So if
absolutely.
You work hard and practice, tryouts, anywhere you at, and you're going to get that same effort when it comes game time.
Exactly, bro. So, 6th grade, let's say middle school, you and Sousa. Sousa's rich. For those who don't know, what you do know, Sousa middle school, rich basketball history, many champions, many chips. So around that time, you and Sousa, you also playing with Wiz Kids program, right? Same program you've been playing with since you started playing. How was you? Was you always tall? Like, was you always a big kid, big and everything? Was you always the biggest in your class, or like the biggest on the team? No.
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
Stepping in 6th grade year, there was a couple people taller than me, because grade, they was more
right.
But like, never really back down.
Absolutely. So I know, like I was talking about earlier, first time I seen you play was MIT, with Kids. And y'all was playing on the Adidas circuit too, the Adidas Select circuit as well. I did see you on both, but the first time I seen you was MIT. And I just remember, I'm like, I asked you about your height because you was bigger than everybody. Like, you was bigger than everybody. And I mean, like, it wasn't, maybe not so much as tall as everybody. It was kids definitely taller than you. But you was just, as far as your body mass. Like, it wasn't even like, yeah, you was muscular. It wasn't, you was just thicker. He was a thick kid. And it wasn't, not chubby, bro. He was, let's get it, like, he was thick, like, strong. Like, nobody could guard him down low. Like, even if he missed, let's say you missed, it'd be times where you can go down and, let's say, and miss 3 legs but get 3 offensive rebounds. Like, it was that crazy. Like, nobody could stay down there. She was just a bully, bro. A bully. And he was tough and mean, like, nah. Like, nobody, like, you know what I mean? And that was how I remember, because at that time, I think little bro was playing with SK. I know we was playing you guys next, so I went to go scout you guys out. I want to say I was playing, I don't remember, man. I really don't remember so many teams, but I was just like, nah, we have a problem with him. Mind you, all you had a squad. I had the same squad I got to this day. Vendell, Deontay, Tyreek, Trey, like all of y'all was there. You know what I mean? But I just remember during that time, I'm like, nah, this kid's gonna be the one. He's gonna kill us unless he get in foul trouble. He's gonna kill us. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's when I first caught my eye. And then again on the Select, you was tearing it up, bro. Every series in the Select, you was making play of the game, or play one of the top plays of the session. I remember that vividly, hands down. So talk about middle school, playing middle school basketball. Like I said, I know you guys were like 3. How many years you run the chip in a row?
We ran it like 4. Because when I came in, they already won.
Right.
I won in 6th grade and I won in 7th grade.
Okay.
Went to the Bronx final my 8th grade year.
Okay. Oh yeah, I lost your 8th grade year.
Lost to CJ Riley.
Oh yeah, I lost to which I was in. I forgot y'all lost to my hole. Right. Right. That was a good. I wasn't there for that, but I heard about that game. Okay. How was that experience in middle school, bro? Because a lot of people don't get to play middle school basketball, and it's really such a thing as middle school basketball.
I mean, that experience was like, I wouldn't say it's the same as high school, but
right.
It's a lot different.
Okay.
In middle school is like getting your body developed,
right.
Your game, your mind, You gotta learn how to get mentally tough.
Right.
You gotta start working on certain things, you know, that you're gonna be able to do in games, not just things you wanna, you know, show out for the crowd.
Right.
So yeah,
Right,
that
right.
experience is more different.
So let's talk about 8th grade year. I know 8th grade year, again, like I said, Wiz Kids. I know you guys on the May circuit. You guys actually made it to, not Peach Jam, but it's the same time as Peach Jam in Atlanta. It's called like the May Day finale. But it's like May is the equivalent to like EYBL, so to speak, even though it's more than Nike teams on there.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent if you want to, I mean, on that time, summertime, playing on that May 8 and like what the League 7 and whatever, you know, for those different May circuits. I remember you guys made it down there. Talk to me about that. You guys lost in what, like the Elite 8, I think. Elite 8, y'all lost. Yeah, I lost in Elite 8. Talk about that experience, man. You guys.
I think that was one of my major experiences when it came to basketball.
Right.
Not saying like did this series or not, but like that. I think we played a lot of top teams inside the nation.
Right.
Played team finals,
Takeover,
team Durant, all these top teams, top
Mean Streets.
Yeah.
Y'all had some. Y'all had a tough schedule, bro. Not for nothing, too.
Yeah, I mean, the funny, I honestly headed into that game was like, oh man, I seen them warming up. I'm like, nah, you gotta show out New York toughness.
Y'all won though. Y'all beat
Y'all
beat Mean Streets. That was a good game. That was definitely a good game. But like I said, I made a deep run. You know what I mean? So after the May is finished up, I know you played in what else? Before school started. You played in the Philly, the All City Classic, the Philly versus New York.
No,
during St. Mary's.
I didn't play.
You were playing that? Who was in that? Oh, Vidal. That's what I'm thinking about. But it's fine. Anyway, so make a long story short, we get into summertime. You about to go to 9th grade, right?
Yeah.
So what school is you looking at now going into high school?
I think heading into high school, some of my options were Stepinac,
Right.
Hayes, Scaling,
Right.
St. Ray's. Had a lot of options because there was a lot of schools like constantly keeping in touch with me, making sure that I was on my academics, on my ball, and everything. So, yeah.
Okay. So what made you choose St. Ray's ultimately?
I think what made me choose St. Ray's is the program, the coaching staff.
Right.
Coaching staff there was like welcoming. Like, I went there for Shadow Day.
Okay.
They welcomed me as if I was one of their own.
Right.
And like, I'm not saying other schools didn't.
Right.
Like,
you feel comfortable there.
Yeah,
You gotta be comfortable. You gotta be there. You gotta be happy. You there 4 years.
Was there, had a great talk with teachers.
Right.
Letting me know what to expect if I come there.
Right.
I was able to, you know, be me while I was there. So.
Which is also always a dope thing, man. So you picked St. Ray's, right? On the St. Ray's, freshman year now. You play JV. You don't play freshman.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you try out for freshman or you just tried out for JV?
I tried out for JV.
Okay, so you skipped. Okay, cool. That's fine. So you went to JV. So you get to JV. Talk about JV. Yeah, I think you guys had a good year, right? Did you make it to the chip or no?
Nah, we didn't make it to chip.
But you had a good year.
Yeah. I think at first my JV year started off like rocky. Wasn't winning games. Wasn't chemistry between players. Wasn't there. Coach wasn't there. I think mentally we had to like sit down, have some team bonding, talk to each other like, yo, where you want the ball, where you want to like look for a shot, everything.
Right.
I think that's what it was. I think I got to a couple arguments one time with a coach.
Right.
Eventually, we came to an agreement what we needed to do to win and everything.
Right.
After that, it was just like, all right, let's get back on this track and let's go back to winning. First game, played Holy Cross at JV year. After coming back, well, we won by, I say, 20. Okay. We was down 20. This is the crazy part. We was down 20 in the first quarter. The score was 22-2.
Right. Sheesh, boy.
Eventually, coach subbed me back in. I said, all right, I guess he subbed me back in. Like, he wants me to go in there and do something.
Right.
End up scoring the next layup. He's like, all right, this was too easy. I can really get to my spots right now. Game went up and down. They went up. We came back, tied it up, and they went back up 15. Game over. We was up 20. I had total 34 points that game. That was my high school high.
High school high, 34. Yes, sir. You got busy that game. So how did you guys finish up that season?
We finished that season. We lost in the Final Four, actually.
I know y'all got deep. I just remember. I'm like, yo, because I went to. I know that's the same year. I was following the younger freshman team. So I'm like, I know y'all went deep. I thought. I still remember it was the Final Four. Okay. So what position you was playing in sophomore year? Talk to me about that. Let's get into your position.
Honestly, he made me do like certain things. Like I'll play the 3, play the 4, the 5.
Right.
It didn't matter.
Right.
Because like I was able to guard 1 through 5. So he was like,
that's what I want to get into.
I want to put you up top, and I'm gonna put you down low sometimes. He's like, all right.
Right, and that's what I want to touch on that a little bit because there's a lot of kids, not just you, they call tweeners, right? Or you guys got no real position for whatever the reason may be, right? So I know in elementary school you played a lot of center. Now you was a center. You know what I mean? You played a lot of center. You was dominant. So I'm assuming like coaches during that time, 7th, 8th grade, they're like, oh, he's probably gonna, you know, they think, oh, he might be 6. You know, they're assuming you might be taller than what you might be anyway. So they're looking to recruit you as a center. So I feel like at 8th grade, this is my assessment. By 8th grade, you didn't really stop growing, but because you started growing again this year, I feel you grew enough to. But let's say 8th grade, you stopped growing a little bit, right? So now, I remember in May, I think like Canada, they was huge. Yes, you played Canada, they was huge.
Yeah. Oh,
so like I'm like yo, and it's like yo, I'm like you wasn't able to get off how you used to get off because they big yo. I'm like so now I'm okay. I remember thinking that game okay, he's gonna have to learn now. Start transitioning his games like a 3 or a 2 because yo, even if you wind up growing to be 6'8" right now, you don't want to go in. You don't want to be in a drought where you're not playing because you out. You know what I mean? You playing out of position. That's why I always, like I was saying before we even started the interview, I'm like, even if you're 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", in 7th, 8th grade, I'm going to teach you how to dribble. Yeah. That's going to be one of my main, because you never know, you might stop, you know what I mean? You might stop growing. Even at 6'10", KD could put the ball on the floor, it makes you more of a threat. You're more lethal now, you know what I mean? So I remember that. I'm like, all right, he's going to have to start, you know what I mean? Even if he's not working on his guard skills in order to get off. Because right now, it's the middle of the season, AAU season. How you going to automatically start trying to, and even if you can work on it, a lot of coaches not gonna let you do that during the season, right? Like, nah, do that next year. Maybe you gotta prove to me. You gotta prove to me. I gotta be comfortable that you can do that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, you gotta figure it out. So what I noticed was you started running the floor more better. Like, you know what I mean? You started doing other things, slashing, getting back door, because it wasn't you just catching the paint and body bumping all the time and trying to, you know what I mean? So you was able to adjust that way. And I don't know if you consciously did it, or if it just came naturally of you just not being able to get off, you're like, I gotta do something else. Let me try this. Let me try to do that. And I remember that vividly. I'm like, okay, he's gonna be all right. I'm like, he's gonna be all right. He's doing that. He'll be all right. Because in the meantime, you can work on your, work on your hand, work on your guard skills, work on, what it takes to transition over to the summer 9th grade year. I know you played same thing with kids AAU. You probably, but you guys played in a few joints. You played in the Jam Fest down. How y'all did down in Jam Fest? I know y'all did all right.
We did all right.
Yeah, y'all did all right in the Jam Fest. I know you had some tough matchups too.
Yeah, we had a tough matchup. I remember we played team final.
Right.
I don't remember the other team.
I think it's final. Philly Threat.
Philly Threat. That's
I thought it was tough. They was tough. And another team. Listen. I'm actually, I know already. I watch everybody. All I want to do is watch, especially in the summertime. I got Bowl TV, so I watch most of y'all games from So if you never see me in person at your game, I've seen you play more than once on Bowl TV. But most of the people I've been at your games, trust me, at least one. But so like I said, even then, like you did your thing out there, and then even with that was cool because you didn't have to always play a center. You used to play a 4 and a 3 and be able to do your thing. Because I remember they had Big Silas playing with, you know what I mean, at one point, and Vendell, so you didn't have to, you know what I mean. So it worked out that you was able to. You was eating, bro. You was eating. You had a good 20. I know Jam Fest that whole summer. Because like I said, when you wasn't playing, even when you was playing the 5, and then because they had to split, they was doing the Lightning with they split it, and you was going to the other tournaments. You was doing your thing. Yeah. I remember I checked it because I actually we lost, bro, but I was killing. I'm like, yeah, I heard, bro. I heard you killing, like, because it was just you. But I like that because you was able to eat, bro. And like I said, now with you being the main person, as far as now it's coming, everything's going through you. That's how you're able to work in your game during live game action. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was also, a good experience. You know what I mean? Take the good out of, taking the good out of what you may not have been the road you wanted to take that summer, but you know what I mean? That's the road that wound up happening for you. But it was I feel like it helped you a lot. And I seen you started taking charges around that time before season. So that's when I don't know. Talk to me about that because that started then. I'm like, yo, this cat taking charges. You're like, what's going on? Like, I ain't gonna fight with these big dudes no more. I'm just foul. Like, go ahead, talk to me about that.
Man, I think I was watching a Bulls game.
Okay.
And I just finished watching a Warriors game.
Okay.
I watched the Bulls with Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
He's probably one of the reasons why I started playing basketball.
Okay.
His toughness.
Right.
Nobody can bang with him on the glass.
That's a fact.
Nobody was ever stepping to him, honestly. So I was like, and he was a great actor. He knew how to duel fouls. I was like, all right.
That's a fact, bro.
And then I was watching Draymond Green, his toughness also, like, both those guys' toughness is like, no one's really wanted to mess with it.
Right.
So I feel like I was like, when I was watching that, I was like, let me add some of this part of my game. Let me add his toughness and his IQ to this game.
Right.
So I was like, when watching those two, and I was like able to put it together and open up more options for me.
Right.
I was able to take charges. I was able to now be able to spread the floor sometimes.
Absolutely.
Run. If they wanted to go small ball, I was able to run in transition. Team wasn't able to keep up. So
that opened up your game to a whole new dynamic, bro. Oh my goodness. So let's go right into sophomore year talking about this. Right into sophomore year, you're playing varsity starting. You knew you started? Because Gary got hurt.
No, I didn't know I was starting.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be coming off the bench because I was a sophomore.
Right.
Honestly, and I think that I'll have to work even harder now to earn my minutes and everything. But when I first found out I was starting was, I think after scrimmage in Jersey.
Okay.
Coach Lowe, he was like, I like how you play. Like, you're not scared of no one.
Right.
You want to bang down low. You can also run the court and transition. You can do everything. I was like, he was like, you're going to start for me. And like, I need the same energy. So I was like, got you.
Energy. I tell people all the time, energy will buy you minutes, boy. Put my boy at star spot, and then once you got the opportunity is what you do with it. And what he did with it was maximize it, all the way. So the first season started at the PSA showcase, right? Yeah. You know, I pull up to the PSA showcase. I was there live action. You feel me? That first game at Stepping Act, right? We can talk about that game. Everyone talk about that game. They was talk about the dunk. Well, that was the second game, the dunk. That was the second game.
No, the third game.
The third game was the dunk. But we can get to that later because we talk about that dunk. Let's forget about that. We're going to get to that anyway because that's one of the bridge and everybody, like, it happens. What I want to talk about is that first game was crazy. Yeah. Let's talk about how both you got AJ and RJ and foul trouble early. They both picked up 2 quick charges. I'm like, nah, dog. I was like, nah, bro. Like, I thought it was the first one. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see people do, like, they take a charge every other play. Maybe, like, you know what I mean? Maybe during the pivotal time, during the game. Nah, the game started off, you have 4 charges, bro. I'm like, nah, son. Like I don't think nobody was expecting that because they go. You know, everybody know that, know they studs. I'm taking nothing away from them. I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm sorry. Like, they tops. We know what it is. But, basketball is a game, and it's game by game. And that game, that wasn't their best game. They had a lot of points, but took a lot of shots. Y'all made it hard for them as a team, and you was a pivotal key piece in that because that charge card, bro, they was frustrated, bro, and they had to sit. They both rhythm players, so now you got to sit for mad long, get back in the game. High school's 5 fouls. Picked up another one. I'm like, oh, nah, they in trouble now. Y'all wound up losing that game. Went to like 2 overtimes or 1 overtime. I forgot, but that was one of the best games, man, like, of the season. It was cool. I was proud of you, bro. OD, I told you, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm proud of you. Keep playing the way you playing. I mean, it wasn't like you scored, but you didn't have to force nothing. You like, nah, bro. I think
that game, my coach, he told me what it was heading into that game.
Right.
What I had to do.
Right.
Who I had to match up with.
Right.
And like my mentality with every matchup, height, just because like I'm 6'4",
right,
and you can stand at 6'7",
right,
7 feet, it doesn't mean nothing. Like I'm gonna show you, like, yo, I play defense. You gonna work for your
strap up, man. Strap up, man. Real talk, man. So I was definitely a proud moment, just for me, just watching everything watching you from when you first started, and things that you was going through the previous summer. I'm like, nah, my boy, like, and playing out of position because you start at the center, bro. I'm like, yo, and I'm like, nah, I'm proud of him. Like, Draymond better, but you to me, and I'm like, Coach Draymond NBA, but definitely a better version. Like, Draymond offensively is, I'm sorry, and I'm not here to critique you, but it was like, he was definitely a high bid Draymond in the season. He was doing your thing. A few games, the game against Bergen. Yo, let's talk about that Bergen game. I want to talk about that game only because I know y'all lost, but it was funny. I'm gonna talk about it because my brother was tight. I'm like, yo, I told him already. I'm like, listen. I'm like, you fine. I'm like, but when you drive to the back, I'm like, yo, don't take off too far because he's gonna step over and take a shot. I told him. It's funny. I remember the first time he drove and went your side. I remember him looking. It was like he knew that you were about to do it, but it was too late. Like he remembered too late. Yeah. Like he did it. I remember his eyes would be like, shit, it's too late. Like, Charles. Yo, that shit was funny. Like, it was funny to me. Like, it's funny now. I ain't gonna lie. I was laughing then too. I'm like, damn, I told you. Like, but it wasn't just him. That whole season, a lot of people was having trouble with that. Let's talk about it, bro. A lot of people was having trouble with it, bro. A lot of people was having trouble with how to maneuver around taking. And I'm like, you either stop and pop or keep your dribble alive. Yeah. The problem is everybody want to jelly or try to dunk. If you keep your dribble alive long enough, then you know what I mean. You can dribble around that charge. But you had them in a frenzy, bro. Like I said, it wasn't just him. I just named 2 other stuff. Like, it was happening, and this is facts. Everybody knows, bro. Everybody knows. Like, you know what I mean. So to me, that was It was another good game for you. You guys lost. You had like, so you played good. You battled the big. I told you, I'm like, nah, bro.
No,
I'm like, you.
Notre Dame commit?
Yeah, Notre Dame commit. Exactly. I'm like, nah, bro. Trust me. Listen. Because he had a good second half. The first half, you had him, bro. You had him. I'm like, yo, he's bigger than you. Way bigger than you. I know he kind of wore you down. You was doing more than just having to fight with him. Rebounding, setting screens, taking charges. So, you do the intangibles at a high level. And then if that could get you a look deep one, then why not maximize that? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know he could do it there. I know he could score. But if you could do what you're doing at a high level, because those are the things people don't want to do. Yeah. They don't want to lock up. They don't want to set screens. They don't want to rebound. They don't want to fight. Definitely not taking no charge. They're too cute for that.
A funny thing is, I think that's one of the reasons why I use it, because like I watch high school ball, I watch college, I watch NBA.
Right.
I think NBA you probably see Kyle Lowry and Patrick Beverly. Those are the only two right now in the NBA that's taking charges.
Right.
In college you'll see charge here and there. In high school you're not gonna really see a charge. I think this year with me taking charge during the high school season, like, it changed the league, and the reason why I say that was because after I started taking charges, I realized that other teams was ready to take charges.
Right.
Everybody wanted to start taking charges against play our game.
Right.
And like with them taking charges, I'm like, all right, they're feeding off of what I'm starting to do, and like their coaches teach them part of the game that's not being taught as much now.
It's not being exactly, bro. And what it also did is it brings attention to you. Like I said, you probably the only. I'm not gonna say you're the only one, but you're one of the few that are actually, like I said, doing the attempts at a high level. That's gonna get you looks because it's gonna stand out. Why? A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people can score. Yeah, like I say all the time, and I get it. I don't knock it. Scoring is definitely a main part of the game, but a lot of people can do it. You know what I mean, a lot of people's not doing that. And I'm not lying. How much is like, yo, you had one of the best seasons from the 2022 class, period. In the city, hands down. That's a fact. And it wasn't that you scored 30 a game. And the proof was in the pudding because the rankings came out, which they had you like you was top 10 in the class. In this class this year, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, and you just scored 30 a game. So let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's really talk about it. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's not always about just getting 30, bro. And this season, you know what I mean, it was a good season for you. I know the corona situation wound up happening, man. That's just whack. You know what I mean? Cut your season short. You know what I mean? You guys definitely, like I said, definitely had a good season. You guys was tied for first place, or y'all wasn't first place?
No, we were in first place.
We were in first place, right? Y'all was in first place. You only lost 2 games. Us and somebody, Bergen and Luau.
No, we lost 5. If you count the whole season around, we were totally
lost 5. Right. You got to count the out of season joints.
Scaling. We lost to we lost to Bergen, Scaling, Step. We lost Step twice, actually.
That did?
Yeah, we lost to Luau.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Because that first game, I keep feeling like, because you know why I left?
I'm not gonna lie. It was a good game.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I left.
We was up. And like,
I always feel like y'all won. I remember I got home like, what? How? Overtime? Word? I'm like, I remember that vividly. Matter of fact, who texted me? It might have been Clockin. I sent like, yo, you left? You know, I think he I think it was him and like, you left? Yo, you know they won, right? I'm like, what? But yeah, so it was a good season, man. You know what I mean? I hope I know everybody's upset that COVID cut everything short. I know this summer, you know, he's gonna play, of course, with his family, but for the Nike, he was doing expressions. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was definitely gonna be something to look out for. I was looking out for to check you and see how you do with those guys. I was definitely gonna see you on a regular anyway with the WizKid side of things. So talk to me about your goals going into the next season. You're gonna be a junior. It's a big year for you. So what's some of your goals next year? Some of your personal goals, some of your team goals?
I think my main team goal is like like my coach chooses to move up or players that are returning. I want us to like keep the same mindset on where we left off this year, because my coach, with us this year wasn't about he had 30. Right. I wasn't getting the ball and everything. Right. It was more about like, I come off the bench or I start. Now, what can I do to impact the game? Right. So I feel like,
what can you do to impact the game?
I feel like with my teammates, I had a teammate that came off the bench. His name is Ray. He was like 4, not even like 5 feet, 5'2". He came off the bench and was like, I was taking charge. I'm gonna take a charge, and I'm gonna hit like 4 threes.
Right. Make it. Right. I got you. Get competitive. That's dope though. And it keeps the game fun. Yeah. Everybody engaged. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely dope, man. Got it.
Like another team goal, I'm looking forward to bring the championship back. A lot of people refer to 2012. 2012 was the last time. Honestly, as a team, we use that as motivation. Right. That's what helped us go. My coach said 2012. it's like, yo, I'm tired of him saying 2012. Time for him to say a new date. And for my personal goal, I think lately I've been working on ball handling, being able to create off the shot, because right now I do have a jump shot.
Right.
I wasn't able to utilize it because it wasn't as consistent, so I'm trying to make that consistent.
Yes, sir.
But the summertime, this time, I think this virus is probably the worst for me, and also the good.
Right.
Worse because I couldn't finish my season and like wasn't able to go to school and everything.
Right.
But like the great part about this was that I took every day, rain, the sunshine, I've been working. So using the best of this.
Yes, taking full advantage of it, man. Like I said, and I've been saying, we're gonna see who really love basketball when the season starts. Who really was putting in that pain? Cause like I said, it's blessing and curse, man. Definitely wanted to play to get better, right? But it's definitely a blessing as well, man. It gave you everybody's equal opportunity to work in that game. There's no excuses. The same 24 hours everybody got every day since this happened. You know what I mean? So what are you doing to utilize and maximize everything you can do in that day? You know what I mean? So what are your what's your dream school, college wise?
Ah, man. I mean, honestly, like if I was to say like my game grew and I became a high major D1, I'd probably say between North Carolina and Duke.
Okay.
I'll go with North Carolina because I like the atmosphere there. I've been there before.
Okay.
Seen how it is. I've been to Duke also. Seen the atmosphere. They match up. I feel like probably not my game style would be able to fit in, but like me adjusting to that, like I still want to take charges on that level, because I feel like when I do take charges, it fires up my team. Like, let's go.
It's an energy bringer, a crowd pleaser. Like really, honestly, it does. It brings a change, and it changes the dynamic of the game. Especially you guys losing, that's like a big gameplay, play a game changing play.
But like my number one dream school as of right now, I'll probably say I would really love to go to Stony Brook.
Stony Brook, okay.
So I'm Syracuse.
Syracuse, yes, yo. I always love Syracuse, man. I like New York school, bringing back the Qs, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't get one since my boy Mello. Shout out Mello, man. We ain't get one back since Mello. But I like Qs, bro. I like Stony Brook. Me personally, bro, I'm a big believer in go where you need it, not where you want it. You know, I say that all the time. A lot of schools can want you. Coach K want everybody. You know what I mean? Coach Calipari, he wants everybody. Like I said, you know what I mean? Remember that first year he had when he had Devin Booker and all of them? He did the platoon swap 5 and 5. You know what I mean? He did 5 and 5. Devin Booker was the 7th man off the bench. Devin Booker is the best player from Kentucky in the NBA right now. John Wall's hurt. The Douglas Cousins hurt. We talk about right now. Devin Booker, 7th man on that platoon swap. 7th man. Matter of fact, you know what? He's the best player and he's the highest paid player. 7th man. 107 he just got. 7th man off the bench. So you know what I mean? That's fine. It worked out for him. But how many other players it didn't work out for? You want to go where you can do. You want to go where you're able to display your talents and maximize your potential, bro. So, like I said, always remember that. Go where you needed, where you're needed. Needed, not where you're wanted. Needed, necessity. Want, right? I want those sneakers, but, you know what I mean? They material, I can always throw shit away. A need, you need food to live. You need water to live. Go where you need it. Remember that, fellas. So, give me some. What's some of your favorite players growing up in the city, or you know, what I mean, name some of the few players that you like playing with. It could be anybody. I know you're gonna say your team as a given.
I mean, playing with. Oh man.
They could be in the street. Anybody. Like, you know what I mean, like.
I enjoyed playing this year. I enjoyed playing with Mally.
Shout out
Louis.
Shout out Louis.
I enjoyed playing with his brother Julian.
Shout out Peanut Head Juice.
And Deontay.
My boy D. Shout out Deontay. He's gonna be here soon, bro. I know I gotta check you.
Me and Deontay, like chemistry.
Yeah, that chemistry. Yeah, I'm about to say that.
I feel like with the way Deontay play and I play, we play very similar. We're both tough.
Yes,
physical,
Deontay is tough. Yes, tough, nose, gritty. Hey, my son Aki. My son Deontay like this, boy. But yeah, bro, that's cool. Give me some of your toughest competition thus far growing up. It could be like high school, whatever.
Toughest competition was Luha, and my matchup that game was against Ohio State committed Oh my gosh.
Yo, it's funny. I asked my brother that off camera, like, or whatever. I asked him that, yo, he said, nah, bro. It was everybody say Luha, bro. Like, nah, there's a guard from Luha, bro. I'm like, I was there. I know. Trust me. Dumb funny though. Oh man, yeah, I know that's a matchup for you, bro. I mean, but I know you're not gonna back down. You're gonna do what you can, but I definitely, all right. That's definitely a good one. No, that's funny. That's a good one, bro.
Another one was I'll probably say between Adrian Griffin and Malcolm Chimezie. Those two. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Malcolm, let's talk about the dunk, right? Because I know people. Yo, anyway, like when it first happened, I texted him again. When I seen it, I'm like, yo, bro. Not that you cared. I'm like, yo, bro, man. Listen, people who comment, basketball. You didn't care. You didn't. You didn't care at all. I'm like, yo, bro. Honestly, that shouldn't even mean nothing. I'm like, at least you actually challenged the dunk, and most people would have just walked away. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, most people would have just like, I don't understand what's the problem. Like, at least he challenged it. Like, I'm like, what? Like, most people would have definitely just been like, all right, let him clear it out. Like, nah, I'm like, that's what makes you different. I remember that's what makes you different from a lot of them. Everybody's scared of that. You know
that's
what
I'm saying. Like, everybody, like, not everybody want to jump with someone because, oh, he has bounds.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to, like, people will say, would you jump with Zion? I look at them, I say, yes. He dunked, he dunked. If I block it, I block it. Honestly, I'm not gonna let you get no easy basket.
Exactly.
You gotta earn your basket.
I ain't even gonna front. I ain't gonna. Let me not. I left the spot. I definitely did tell him to next time, bro. And this is not me being. I'm like foul the shot at him. I'm like, yo, foul his ass next time, bro. He's like, yo, I have my foot in right. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. Next time, foul him, bro. But not hurt him, foul him. But I'm not. Like I said, man, you're a warrior, bro. A lot of people just let that regular bro. Listen, we not. I'm gonna make it so that way. You know what I mean? Like I said, it happens. That's why most people scared to play defense. Nobody, I say it all the time, especially y'all guards out there. There's very few of y'all really playing real defense. Why y'all don't want to fall? How you a ball player and you thinking like that? That's another topic. I definitely want to speak on that on my own, man. That defense is important, man. So like I said, you definitely a warrior for that. You know what I mean? How your grades? How them grades look?
My grades right now, they're great.
Good,
they're probably the best they have ever been since middle school.
It's the first, yeah, I mean, bro. Like, yes, bro. He said great. I got a couple rights. I got a couple goods. Even though like I said, some of the kids I already know personally, and I know their grades is good. But to hear you say what you said, they great. How they been like? Yo, proud of you, bro. Keep that up, bro. It's important, bro. Them grades, fellas, can't stress it enough. Keep at least at 85, bro. 80, like, come on. I mean, strive for the greatest, but people. I was a student athlete, so I get it. It's easy to say keep a 99 and play. It's really damn near impossible. It's hard, especially the higher the level you're playing on. So at least an 80, 85, man. At least you guys can do, man. Keep them books right, man.
Right now my grades is like 90s and up.
Good, bro. Good. So you want to be able to qualify without a headache. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go on JUCOs and prep because they can't qualify. Wondering, yo, why you going to do that? Nah, it's not that he ain't no good. He got offers. He just have no grades, bro. You got to be able to qualify. You know what I mean? So who's your favorite college player? Right now, like who your favorite college player?
Well,
give me three, man.
Trey Jones.
Trey Jones, you like Trey? Point guard. I think you gonna say point guard. That's cool.
Trey Jones. People will say like because the shot and everything.
Right.
I watch the little things when it comes to basketball.
All right.
Trey Jones, he's gonna guard the best guard on the team.
Right.
At any time.
I love it.
And he's not gonna back down.
Right.
Another one I'll probably say would be Nico Manny.
Okay. Nico Manny from Arizona.
At his height, he's still at like 6'1", 6'2".
Right.
He's another one. He doesn't back down. He's gonna give you everything you want.
Right.
Offense, everything you want. Defense. And now my last one, New York native, Kofi Conkman.
Yeah, Kofi was wilding.
This season.
Kofi was wilding at Illinois.
Opened my eyes.
Kofi was wilding. That's a big point. Kofi was balling, man. Kofi was really balling. Oh, man. Before we get out of here, one more question, man. So I think it's a good question. If you don't play ball professionally, right? Like, what else would you like to do? What's your plan B?
If I don't play basketball professionally, I think I want to be like a surgeon.
I like that.
People will be like, right now,
we need more of those, bro. We need more surgeons of this color, baby. We need that. I love it. Yes, dog. Yes.
Right now, I watch the show. I watch Grey's Anatomy. Like, I love the show. I love what they do, the OR and everything.
Listen, this is a show, but if it's inspiring, that's what it takes, bro. I'm for it, bro. I am all the way for it. I love that answer, kid, man. But anyway, man, y'all already know the vibes, man. AK Mr. Charles had a good season. Check him out next season. Junior year, big year. You know what I mean? Y'all know the vibes, man. Before we get out of here, got my boy. You already know I had to come through. So I mean, blessed with the Labbwork. Oh, by the way, everybody, like everybody's shirt that I do a little different. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't know, it's my own little, so everybody got a different shirt. It might be the same base, but everybody's shirt, like you see the name down the back. Yesterday at school, a little crooked, like that's on purpose. I do these little, you know what I mean? It's like my own little touch for your own personal little, you know what I mean? I think it's, you know what I mean? But y'all know the vibes, man. Strap up, get buckets, kill Bill, Labbwork. My boy, appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Charge.
Mr. Charge out.
I found out how